So, here we are at the NOAA conference in Zurich. We've got another super guest in front of us here on the We Don't Have Time TV. And if you could say your name and who you're representing.
Yeah, my name is Nicolai Mikkelsen. I'm a director of one of the large recruitment firms called Mikkelsen. I'm based here in Switzerland, in Zurich.
Yeah, so tell me, well, that's a good starting point. Let's move to the next bit, which would be, what are you doing here at NOAA? What are you bringing to the table? We've had a little chat beforehand, and this is more on the social part of the sustainability agenda. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing and what the journey is here right now.
Absolutely, yeah. So thanks very much. So within the recruitment, what we really focus on in the ESG part, it's the social aspect, because it's where we can really add value to our customers and our candidates as well. So what we focus a lot on, it's gender balance. So having a more equalitarian workforce, we help our clients on these aspects. So it's not only gender, it's also things like ethnicity, disabilities, the LGBTQ community. Because it's also proven, not only do we believe it's just generally the right thing to do, but it's proven that it's more financially successful as well. You have more profit with a gender balanced workforce. You have even more financial profits with ethnicity balanced companies, and you have lower staff turnover as well. So, and we want to, in today now we are all talking about ESG, sustainability. A lot of our clients, they're now putting ESG into their core strategy.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is we want to help these companies find the best talent for them, so that they can also achieve their ESG goals that they have.
It's fascinating because I think that this issue, particularly, I know a little bit more about, say, the gender balance benefits, because there have been these amazing reports, including from McKinsey, how much we would add to global GDP if we had some kind of gender balance in our companies and in our life, I presume, as well, around the world. But also that women do bring a bit different perspective to the workplace, which can be very, very positive indeed. What would you say to that? How do you, because you must have some companies who go, yeah, okay, maybe we'll have a bit of gender balance or whatever, maybe we'll have some ethnicity, we're supposed to tick all the boxes, and maybe they're not convinced. But how do you bring the empirical evidence to them that this is actually a really good bet on the future? Yeah,
I mean, you hit the nail on the head there. There are companies who they hire one woman or they hire one Asian person and say, we are diverse.
Tick.
Maybe they're diverse, but they are certainly not very inclusive. Yeah. McKinsey have come out with all these reports, and it's a proven fact. And I mean, we don't need to advocate for it either. People, I've been also advocating for women and women's rights for over a decade now, and writing about it. And I was really trying to ram it down people's throats 10 years ago, and I was trying to convince people 5 years ago. Today, I work with the people who really want to do it as well. I want to help them how to achieve it, how to get these people into their organizations, because these companies are better to work for.
Yeah.
They have better financial statistics. They have a better culture, and culture is what companies are made of today. They have low staff turnover. We're going through at the moment what's called the Great Resignation all over. So companies are really struggling to retain their staff. And the best way is to have a wide variety of individuals. The more diverse you are, the better you are going to be. And these companies, coming into the future, the next 10 years, 20 years, if you're not getting sustainable today, they are not going to be as successful. So anyone who is not, two companies that are the same, but one is more sustainable, is going to outperform the other one in the future. So it's the way to go for sure.
I think, I don't know where I read this, but I'm pretty sure I've read it in several places that many people report that if you have more women, say, on the board or in senior positions in a company, that they also bring a kind of long-term perspective to whatever the company is doing, that they are better, perhaps because they're often involved in the area of nurture, and bringing up children, that they they have a longer time perspective, and also they bring in the understanding that the world is changing. I mean, you know, environmental challenges, climate change, that's really going to impact, it's impacting now, but it'll impact the next generation. So how do you actually build resilience into a company that also can thrive, let alone survive, in a rapidly changing world of new dynamics linked with, say, climate change, say, environmental challenges, but also changes in the economy. I mean, so maybe that's one of the things that women bring to it, that this wider or longer term perspective for the company's activities.
I think you know, in the sustainability at the moment, when I'm speaking to individuals in the market, 70-80% of the population I'm speaking to are women. So they are, women are by nature more nurturing. They are more caring. Men are more technical. Often women are more nurturing. And the topics around sustainability, which is a long-term view, as you rightly said, it's more a nurturing type of topic. So so the future generations, if we're getting not just women, but also the ethnicity and different, you know, differentiation in there, equality, it's what's going to create the longer term view and have more. We're going to have more discussions and more challenges. If we put 6 identical people into one room, we're going to come out with this, probably the same answers we've always been getting. But if we put 6 very, very different people into a room, we're going to start having discussions and disagreements, which is great, because then we start to realize what we need to change and move. And I think this is the future that we need to be bringing. This is what's going to change the world. And we know that we are behind on many aspects of what we want to achieve within ESG, sustainability, our gas house emissions, and everything.
Tell me, you mentioned you've been working on this for some time here in Switzerland, but that you were trying to bring these principles to other countries, presumably where your company operates. So how is that going?
Yeah, so it's a relatively new topic for us. It's something I wanted to open up this recruitment practice about 3.5 years ago here in Switzerland. When I took it to the market, there was not so much appetite for it from the customers at the time. So it's wonderful to see how the world has changed in a relatively short time. But that has certainly changed now. So there's a huge demand from individuals wanting to work in the space, from companies wanting to adapt this. So I've launched this practice, or we as Page Group, we've launched this practice in Switzerland this year, about 6 months ago.
Okay.
And we are also opening up in other countries in Europe. We're opening in the US this particular practice, as well as in Asia and Australia.
Right.
So it's really beginning to take foothold around. We want to be, you know, impact recruitment as well, and help our customers get to their goals.
That's really good, and I think let's hope it goes worldwide, because there's still some parts of the world where, the imbalance between what men are allowed to do and what women are allowed to do. I lived in Africa for some time, and there sometimes women aren't even allowed to, you know, open a bank account. They can only open a bank account with their partner, their husband, which is sometimes holding back some creative projects, business projects that women try to do there.
We have a long way to go. Unfortunately, COVID has also pushed back the gender balance quite a lot. So we need to really bend the curve a little bit and get women back onto boards, into leadership positions as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. Good. Well, listen, thank you so much for finding the time to be with us for We Don't Have Time TV. And best of luck here at NOAA, and best of luck with your work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good. Thank you.